Have you ever wondered what holds a massive building upright, or how engineers ensure skyscrapers don't sink into the ground? The answer lies beneath the surface in something we call the foundation. In this video, we'll explore the types of foundations used in building construction, their functions, and where each one is used. So let's dig in, quite literally. A foundation is the lowest part of any building. It transfers the entire weight of the structure to the ground, keeping it stable, level, and safe over time. You can think of it as the legs of a building, invisible but essential for balance and strength. Every foundation performs four main functions. First, load distribution. It spreads the weight of the structure evenly over the ground to prevent uneven settling or tilting. Second, stability. It resists external forces like wind, earthquakes, and soil movement. Third, moisture resistance. A good foundation stops water and moisture from entering the structure. And fourth, preventing settlement. It ensures the building stays stable and crack-free over time. Now, foundations are mainly divided into two broad categories: shallow foundations and deep foundations. Let's explore each one in detail. Shallow foundations are used when the strong soil layer lies close to the surface, typically within 3 meters or 10 feet. These are perfect for light to medium structures. They include isolated or individual footings, combined footings, strip footings, and raft or mat foundations. An individual footing, also called an isolated footing, supports a single column. It's usually square or rectangular, depending on the column load and soil strength. For example, if a column carries 200 kilonewtons of load and the soil can safely bear 100 kilonewtons per square meter, the required footing area would be 2 square meters, or a square footing of about 1.414 meters by 1.414 meters. Combined footing is used when two columns are close enough that their footings would overlap. Instead of two separate ones, we merge them into one rectangular or trapezoidal footing. It helps distribute the load evenly and saves material when space is tight. Strip footings, also known as wall footings, are long, continuous footings that run under load-bearing walls. They're wider at the base to spread the load and are perfect for small buildings and boundary walls where soil is firm and stable. Next comes the raft or mat foundation, a single, large slab that covers the entire area beneath a building. It supports all the columns and walls together, spreading heavy loads evenly and reducing differential settlement. This type is ideal for weak soils or high-rise buildings with heavy loads. But it's not suitable if the groundwater table is too high, since that can cause uplift or liquefaction. Now, what if the strong soil layer lies much deeper, say 10 to 100 meters down? That's when engineers use deep foundations. The two main types are pile foundations and drilled shafts, also called caissons. Pile foundations are long, slender columns made of concrete, steel, or timber driven deep into the ground. They transfer the building's load to stronger soil layers or rock, well below the surface. Piles resist loads through skin friction along their sides and end bearing at their tips. They're also used to resist uplift forces from earthquakes or strong winds. Drilled shafts, also called caissons, are another type of deep foundation, but unlike piles, these are cast in place by drilling large holes and filling them with reinforced concrete. They're ideal for carrying very heavy column loads and can reach depths of 10 to 100 meters. However, they're not suitable for loose, water-bearing, or boulder-filled soils where the walls of the shaft might collapse. Now let's quickly look at the advantages of each type. Spread footings, they're economical, simple to construct, and perfect for firm soils near the surface. Mat or raft foundations, they distribute loads evenly, reduce differential settlement, and support large, heavy buildings. Pile foundations, they're great for weak soils, minimize settlement, and are versatile for all types of structures. Plus, they're durable and long-lasting. Drilled shafts suitable for very heavy loads and can reach significant depths. So, in summary, shallow foundations are used for small to medium buildings on firm soil, and deep foundations are used when the strong layer lies much deeper. Every foundation has one mission: to keep the building safe, stable, and standing strong for generations. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and follow for more.